He comes on, it turns him on like a video game. He would better ignore. I'm going to tell you, he's ignoring his lost people out there. He ain't worried about them. The only thing he's doing is trying to keep them from ever coming to Christ. After you come to Christ, he's waiting to trip you up. Christians are so dumb when they think like that. They think because they're saved that he can't touch them anymore. He might not be able to do some things to you, but even the book of Job tells you he can mess with you. Yes, Jesus is in control, but you don't never know. He might let him test you because he may be sitting there bragging on him like he did Job. I don't think he ever brags on me, but if he did, I'm going to say I'd probably grab him and hug him and say, "Thank you, Jesus. I didn't think you believed in me like that." Because I don't believe in me like that. I would be shocked if I ever found out he ever bragged on me to Satan. I would be shocked. I would love him even more. By the way, that reminds me, this happened twice. I've been having some problems with these people for years. And then they try to say it to me. I kid you not, since they've started back up, she's flagging my videos and everything. Since this started up, I've woke up 2 mornings with this song. It's not what they think, it's what he says. I kid you not, I've been listening to the Way Loud. I'll see if I can find it. I found it the other day. We'll play that thing. I woke up to it twice. I kid you not. He let me wake up to that song 2 times in a row. I actually shared it to my Facebook. If I can't find it, I'll go get my Facebook. Let me just go get my Facebook. I shared it. I'm going to play that thing before we get started. Because it's not what they say, it's what he says. It's not what they think, it's what he thinks. Now, I don't really care what she says, but I don't like her attacking my stuff. But you know what? Him listening, him throwing that song out there, that means he's watching. That means he's tired of it. He's tired of her turning it around on me. I have a feeling he's fixing to act. I'm tired of both these 2 fat fucks, to be honest, but he wasn't a problem for months. He finally sent me a text the other day. I just blocked him. Then he ranted and raved about me and my sister on his old page. I didn't respond to that either. I didn't even know what happened. Somebody told me about it. And then I went and looked, and sure enough, I quit watching him. But anyway, I'm going to find that video. Because he let me hear this twice. I kid y'all not. He let me wake up this twice since they've started a crapping again. I'm going to find it. We're gonna play that song. It's a good song. I've been listening to a lot of Christian radio lately. I know I shared it. Yeah, I found it. It's what he says about you. It's what he says about you. It's about a band called Unspoken. Good song. I'm going to play it before we get started.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible.
Good lyrics, so listen to the lyrics. They don't really hurt me, they just make me mad. But still, I can't worry about what they think, it's what he thinks. I kid you not, he's let me wake up just twice in one day. That goes for all of our little friends too. They don't even know me. Praise to Jesus. That goes for any of my haters. Any of you. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what Jesus thinks.
Drinking warm water.
Well, that's a beautiful song. I didn't even ever know that. I just heard it playing
Too.
and I woke up.
Thousands of people are apparently.
And then he let me wake up to it again. It's actually the night before I woke up. Then the morning I woke up. When I woke up this morning, it was playing. And I yelled out, he's actually speaking to me here. He's telling me not to worry about him. I don't really worry about him. I just get mad. Like I said, my daddy raised me to be a fighter. He didn't raise me to lay back and not take things. Now, a lot of times I didn't listen to him. He wanted me to literally beat people up at school. He wanted me to be like Trump. Y'all remember he got in trouble too. Trump was just like me. They actually sent him off. I think it was the military school, and he got himself through out of that. He started beating them up. My daddy wanted me to beat my bullies up. I wouldn't do it. I didn't want to, but yet it went in my brain anyway because I fight with words. I don't fight with fists, I fight with words. But words are more powerful than fists anyway, a lot of times. Even the Bible warns you that. The pen is mightier than the sword. Why do you think the elites are trying to shut you up? They made some changes to it. I noticed it's been ramping up lately. I've been enjoying it. I've been actually enjoying it lately. Now I started playing my own games. I like doing my own things too. Because I like seeing my characters come alive. Of course, now these games like this where I get to actually make the character, I always just make some characters or bring mine in them. Sometimes I just make the characters.
Hey everyone, welcome to Info
Like,
Flash.
just
Hey,
make
how
them.
was power yesterday too? Yeah, when the lights went out there, I was
Like
pretty
with
there.
her.
Well,
Like with
yesterday
Christine.
I was nuking a half-eaten burrito I found wedged in
And
my
then some of them were
back
just some I've had around for
pocket.
ages. In video games, toy box, you
Soak up
name
all
it.
the nutrients.
Jeff goes
Hey,
back.
the cockroaches
He
too.
was always that him and his
Some of
family
them.
was always the imaginary
Anyway,
toys.
what was I? Right, the power outage.
The army man that didn't
Power's
have
completely
or even a Star Wars dot that had a helmet on or figure. We called them dies when we was kids. They call them figures, action figures. We called them dies when we was kids. That's what my parents called them. Indeed, I remember when I got so old. You gonna play with those dies forever, son? Sort of like the Ryan, and that. Y'all know the Ryan that I've made that's a prototype of him? You gonna play with those dice forever, son? He used to throw that up at me. After I got a certain age, he got to thinking where I shouldn't be playing with my action figures. I've never quit. I still like them. I've never quit. No, I'm not never going to quit, Ryan. Dead Ryan. I'll talk to him too. Hard to call up Ryan. You know, it's been the anniversary of his passing. I miss him. I do miss him, y'all. He was mean. He got really bad there in those last years, but we think it was the cancer. I have heard that cancer makes people miserable, and I've forgiven him for it. Boy, back then, though, I didn't know if I forgave him or not. That's mad at him. I even got into. I actually regretted that one, y'all. I think that's what brought on the year-long sadness. Because I got in his face, and me and him was kind of eye to eye, and we was screaming at each other. I didn't speak to him anymore. I'm kid you not, I didn't really speak to him much anymore because it happened just right before the crap hit the fan and he got really bad. I mean, me and him, he was putting my mama down for something, and I told him all. And I regretted it, how I done it. If I could go back, I would probably done it a little different. Because I wasn't speaking to him. I'm telling you, we went on speaking terms when he died. Now, he did warn me and my sister to take care of ourselves. Right before he got really bad. And he was bedridden and he couldn't get back up. But I'm talking about not speaking. I mean, even when I was setting his radio and stuff, I wouldn't talk to him. And I regretted that in hindsight. And I think it made me miserable. Finally, God told me, you got to quit worrying about this. You got to worry about your health. I was going through the hallways, and he literally, because like I told you, he spoke to me that whole year after he passed. He literally just spoke to me. He said, son, he says it's a past. You got to get over it. He literally told me. Because it was bothering me. It was eating me up inside. You know, the Bible does tell you to respect your mom and your daddy. It does. Indeed, it says you'll have a long life if you do that thing. And it was bothering me. I mean, it was literally weighing on my brain. Because me and him, we'd usually talk, you know. We talk music, we talk politics. I wasn't even speaking to him. I was still setting his radio. Indeed, there was this one night he was at the hospital, and he was telling them all, Philip's fixing to set my radio for me. He was seeing me setting his radio. Yeah, he threw it. We're going to play with those dials forever, son. Yeah, Daddy, I'm still playing with them. I love them Star Wars. I took advantage. I mean, I know I didn't need to put it on that credit, but Star Wars figures are usually expensive. But while I took advantage of this little time where they went down, you know, their stocks went down and everything. They started marking them fuckers down. Like even that Darth Vader I got over here to give away, I got him for $7. Those are the old days prices. I took advantage while they was down. I bought everybody I could. I got everybody. The only ones I didn't get was Hammerhead. I had Hammerhead when I was a kid. I had that wall. I don't think I ever had the Walrus guy. Oh yeah, I had the Walrus guy. It's that green Guido guy. I didn't get Guido. I wanted Guido, Walrus Man, and Hammerhead, but I didn't get them. I don't really like that new Hammerhead. I want to tell you, I don't like the look of the new Hammerhead. He looks junky. I've seen the new Hammerhead, and I don't like him. I like that one with the turquoise shirt that I had as a kid. And I don't have the Jawa. But I finally did get a Chewbacca. I love my Chewbacca. I got to show him all. Yeah, I took advantage. I bought me a bunch of stormtroopers, too. I got a buttload of stormtroopers. That's what I wanted as a kid. Now, they're not the original helmet ones. I only got 5 of the original helmet ones. Then I got one Hoth one, which I gave to Gel. That's what he had in the beginning, by the way. That was how he actually came into it. That was how I created Gel. Actually, it was Boba Fett. He was Boba Fett when I first created him. My Boba Fett got stolen. It was a teacher at school that stole it, by the way. I figured it out. We watched a video on that Boba Fett, and that fucker was worth a lot of money. She took that thing from me and put it in a cubbyhole, and then when we got back from recess, it was out of, I'm sorry, son, it come up missing. She took that damn Boba Fett. And I figured it out. They did a Netflix stuff. My mama she always got all the action figures they sent in the mail. I'm not really sure if we ever got the Anakin Skywalker. But she got most of them. She even got the Boba Fett when I was a little boy. Well, that fucking teacher took that Boba Fett. She put it in the highest cubbyhole. So there wasn't a student that got that. And I yelled out when we watched it, I told, she stole that because she knew it was worth money. That bitch. That's what I yelled out. Even though it had been years ago. I never forgot. But Jelf was originally Boba Fett. And then when he got stolen, I bought the Hoth figure. And I made him say, I'm back. So he was the Hoth figure. So I gave him the Hoth figure again. I gave Trent the Sandstorm. Now Trent wasn't around back then. Trent come up later, years later. Trent come up during the album years when I was writing songs. He was a counterpart that I made to take on Jelf. And I made him obsessed with 9-Inch Nails. Trent came later, like years later. But now Jelf dates back to the Toy Box. I had him in He-Man Troopers. I had him in Star Wars Troopers. I had him hanging around Voltron. He was always the hang-around. He was the guy always hanging around. And then finally, when I got video games, I made him a full-ass character. I mean, before the CD covers. I mean, other than the CD covers. I made him give him a story and everything. You know, like wrestling history. He's got a history now. He's been around so long. Hell, I made him when I first got them games, so he's got a wrestling history now. He's got a long history. He's got a toy box history. I've kind of brought that back with him fighting Trent with the lightsabers and stuff. I guess, Daddy, I'm still playing with those dice because he used to say it to me. You gonna play with those dice forever, son? Yeah, I took advantage of those Star Wars dice being marked action figures. We'll call them action figures to be correct today. Uh-oh. I gotta get away. It's gonna explode. Let's find some vermin. I hate this part of town. I hate when I get here. I'm gonna find the, it exploded. I like my old health things better. I still gotta get rid of some of this junk. She's still sort of slow. Let's find one of them Zoom boxes. I don't like this part of town. It's also not night city. I like it to be night. I don't like the daytime. I'm like a vampire. If I was your vampire. I like the night better than the day. I always did. I thought I killed these bombs. I gotta kill them again. You dick. You're dying, dick. Die, dick.
Come on, please.
There's some more of these dicks down here. A whole lot of them. A whole hotel full. My eyes are already gone, though.
Come on. You go to the GIM or must I find a better man?
Guess you find a better man. Because I'm not ready to take on that big, terrible bitch again. I guess we got them. We got them. I got them bums, too. I don't know why they're back. They morphed back. We have those bums, though. Thank God. Thank God we don't have to go kill it. Let me go ahead and save. So I don't have to deal with that trash again. I don't have to deal with that fucking vermin anymore. I'm cussing, Lord. I know, bridle the tongue. Bridle that tongue, Lord. I'll keep rebuking. I'll keep rebuking it. We'll just keep rebuking. He'll deal with it this time. And we'll keep rebuking. You run right into me. Nut. Idiot. Where's this bum at? Got him. Oh no, I ain't got him yet. We got him that time though. Let's see. Cause I got that schmuck. I got that schmuck. What he says about you. From now on, when I want to fight people, I'm gonna cue that in my playlist. I'm gonna buy that CD. That CD's worth buying. Cause God let me know about it. By the way, I'm going back to CDs. I had to get my Spotify back this month, though. I couldn't stand it. That YouTube, it's too high. And I didn't like those commercials. But now what I'm planning to do, I'm going to get my CDs back. I don't know what I did with my actual CDs. So I'm just going to one by one. I've already got some of them already redid. I bought all of Marilyn Manson's again. I done that right before they attacked him. My kid's all night. I got this feeling I might need a CDs. I went and bought every one of them. Because I didn't know what I did to my old ones. I can't get her off. I'm stuck. How'd she get off? Well, I'm just going to load where I was at a while ago. Oh, I can't find it. 89640. There we go. Hope I am loading. I'm saving. Here we go. We'll just get out of that because I messed up. That CD's worth buying. Hope I did turn that off, but I want to kill the battery. I've got to get out my battery charger for my batteries for the... Aw, man. We're all the way back here. What happened to that save I just saved? Hold on. I saved the save right before I went off. Oh, I see it. I probably ain't going to stay on too long because I slept. I wanted to get some gaming on because I've been having a good time lately. I mean, I've been really enjoying life lately. I mean, life in general, working out, gaming. I've been enjoying my music, and I enjoyed seeing Marilyn Manson come back. Right there for my birthday. I felt like that was a birthday present, y'all. People just want rid of him because they're jealous. He's a one of a kind, y'all. He's a one of a kind, and they're all jealous of him. They ain't nobody like him. They ain't really nobody like nobody, but he actually lives by it. You know, a lot of people don't live by it. They're out here trying to copy somebody. Marilyn Manson don't try to copy nobody. He's himself. I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. I don't like the drugs, the drugs, the drugs. Bump, 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 bump. And people are jealous. That's what happens when you're your own person, though. They want you to be like them. They want you to be miserable. They want you to be just like them. They want you to be miserable. They don't want you to be happy. You get happy, they get mad. That's when she started flagging my channel when I started saying how happy I was. People want you to be as miserable as they are. They don't want you being happy. They want you being fucking miserable. No life, baby. We're wired. You listen to his lyrics, though. His lyrics are sharp. He's telling what they was trying to do to us. I don't really think he was trying to bring it on. I think he was speaking out against it. And I think people misunderstood him. That's my opinion. I think just like Alex Jones in this broadcast, as he was warning people. And I think they finally figured it out, too. And I think that's why they came against him. Because I'm going to tell you, he's got some of the sharpest fans. The kindest fans, too. I mean, some of them might look scary and flashy, but they're good people. And I'm talking about us people. I'm talking about us people. So I don't know where they're at. I'll let God judge them on their souls. Oh, I found some vermin. I got her back in that mess again. I'm too blind for that stuff this morning. They always like to hang on to that Anton LaVey. But now they never ever, yeah, he was friends with him. But they never ever tell you in their little documentaries they didn't accept it. That's the little part they never tell.
Easy level. Let me play. You can watch.
I mean, even Guide, he wouldn't have wanted you to hate Anton LaVey. He would have wanted you to at least wanted to redeem his soul. He wouldn't have wanted you to not just have anything to do with him. He would have talked to him. Jesus would have talked to Anton LaVey. You know, that's another thing about Christians. We write people off. I mean, even me sometimes, I'm bad. I don't like people. I don't want nothing to do with certain people either. That's all well. But now, Jesus ain't like that. He would have wanted to have redeemed Anton LaVey. I'm talking about Jesus. He would have wanted to have redeemed him. He wouldn't have wanted him to went to hell. Now, I don't think I would have kept company with him. Just saying. But like I said, there's only one Marilyn Manson. There's nobody else like him. That's what I love about him, y'all. That's how he became my favorite rock star. I found one. I can finally get out of this freaking part of town. That's why he became my favorite rock star, because there's nobody like him. You can't find any of them rock stars that's like him. None. Zada. I ain't never met nobody like him. There's another guy that was like that too, Prince. He was one of those. I always called him the Dark Prince. I would call him the purple one, and I'd call Marilyn Manson the black one. Prince is like that. He's one of those. Michael Jackson was kind of like that too. There's been several of them, but it's rare. It's a rarity. It's a rarity that you have people that individual. I actually like it when people are rare, because I'm rare. I'm always misunderstood. Sometimes people takes me serious when I'm not even being serious.
soon.
But now the devil, if you talk about him, he don't go away just because you're Christian, and you don't just get it. It brings him on, y'all. You got to know how to deal with him. I didn't know how to deal with him for years. I've been learning how to pray against him lately. I mean, you just don't know. You can't just know these things. But now Jesus is what sparked it. And it was Jesus. If you looked in the letters, it would have been the red letter part. I was laying back this is when I started doing research on the praying. The disciples had come to Jesus and they said, why couldn't we do that? And he said, sometimes it takes prayer and fasting. And I said, Jesus, you finally answered me. Because there's things I pray about and it seems like sometimes it gets worse just by praying about it. And I literally, one time I didn't got to it like right before this happened. I pouted up one night. It was the quietest night I'd ever heard in my life. It's usually noisy as fucking, Dalton. The quietest night ever. I said, forget it. I don't believe in you anymore. You're fake. You're phony. And I cried. I laid there all night crying. Tears rolling down my face. And finally I get up. And I say, Lord, I'm sorry for that. It was about 4 hours later. I got up and I said, I'm sorry. And I turned on the Bible, and I kid you not. I just turned it on where it was at. I found one of those streams on YouTube and turned it on. Started listening. I laid back there, and and the disciples started talking about some demon or something they had problems with. And he said, well, sometimes it takes more than prayer. It takes prayer and fasting. And I yelled out, you were hearing me. You heard me in my despair. Down, 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 down. That's another song I like to use. I'm on my way. You know, I told you about that night it was gave up. The other one I use when I get despair is it's a Marilyn Manson song. And I use it to get out of despair. Indeed, sometimes just hearing it will lift me out of despair. Let's play that thing. I get out of the despair when I hear that. I don't know why it gets me out, because you would think it would make you gloomier. It don't me. It helps me get out. What's that called? What's the title of it? It goes, I'm on my way down. I'd like to take you with me. I see the Minute of Decay. Oh, he's got some live versions of it. Let's play a live version. Here's a live. It's from 1996.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams.
I can get down,
Project,
and this will get me out of it. Well, that sounds creepy, that live version. I didn't quit though. By the way, he used to actually play guitar in that version. I remember now. This is one of the rare songs where he'd get the guitar out and play it. I always liked it when he played guitar. I wish he'd start doing it more often. You hear me, Manson? If you hear me, or some of your fans hear me, they get to talk to you. This one always get me out of it. If I want to get down in despair, this one will get me up. It's sort of like a hymn. It always did. Back then. I could be laying there, because I was depressed a lot in my 20s. I'd get down and depressed, and I'd get this out. And it'd lift me up. Boy, he sounds good playing it live. There's not much left to love. I'm too tired today to hate. I feel the empty. I feel the minute of decay. I'm on my way down now. I'd like to take you with me. I'm on my way down. I'm on my way down. I wish I'd get that guitar back out. I'll always like it in focus. Take you with me. I'm on my way down. The minute that it's born, it begins to die. I love to just give in. I love to live this life. Thank you for making me happy lately, Lord, because I got no reason to be happy. Not much has changed. And back. I ain't whiting out my name, though. A lack of pain, a lack of hope, a lack of anything. I'm telling you, I could get depressed and I'd get that up and sing with it and I'd feel better. I'm on my way down now. I'd like to take you with. I'm on my way down. It's like it let it out. Because I was depressed a lot in my 20s. Minute that it's born, it begins to die. That ended when I first started putting my CDs out, by the way. That's what ended my depression. The first time I released the CD. I like to live this life. I looked ahead and everything was black. I guess that I am too. That bitch. I'm cussing. Everything was black. I guess that I am too. I always like when he plays guitar. There's something about the sound of this guitar. It had a raw sound. Thing was black. I guess that I am too. But I wanna be white. Looked ahead and everything was black. I guess that I am. I guess I am too. The minute that it's born, it begins to die. Well, I love to. You know what new song though? It's the partition of this, of where he finally gets over all that junk. He even comments on the worm and stuff we talked about back then. I'd like to take you with me. I'm on my way down. I said they got newer live versions of that new song. They've always been doing that live. Take you with me. I'm on my way down. I'm on my way up. But those times I was down. Keep me going up, Lord. But now that song will help me get out of depression. If I want to get out of depression, I just turn that on. I hadn't felt it in a long time, though. I mean, I get it every once in a while. I had it a little bit when my cat died. Let's see. What's that called? Sick. The sickness. I can't believe I'm forgetting the title. I've been playing it a lot lately. I play it almost daily. Maryland. YN Manson Live 2024. I should find it. 'Cause the sicknesses, they're scab wings. Well, my eyes are getting where I can't see. I see some more lives has been put up. I'll have to watch now. I want the new one. It's Tourniquet. Tourniquet's always on my favorite. I don't know what it is about daytime and if I'm looking at the nighttime, it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. As sick as the secrets within. That's it. He actually did it live. He's doing it live now. It sounds just like his old days. Like I said, even Elvis and the Beatles didn't get to go back to their beginnings. He's went back to his beginning. He actually sounds and looks how he looks. I think he looks better because he's muscular. He's a little thin thing back then. He's probably been working out. I'm sure all of his haters are mad. Because he's back. Only as sick as the secrets within. Only as sick as the secrets within. Not as mistress of evil. Hungry. I ain't found many to kill tonight. I should have got to the night times on Seabrain. Need to get high. No life at all. Get under the skin. You're only as sick as the secrets within. I found some. Where they at? Me to get by. Me, I need to get high. I don't say this in an ugly way. I'm so proud the Lord made me where I didn't want none of that junk. I'm talking about all of it. Drugs and alcohol, but now I have my own other problems. Satan always has some way to get you. As the sickness within. I especially didn't want nothing to do after Kurt Cobain went away. That was the biggest selling point. But there was others too. I've seen some of it in my real life too. People struggle with alcohol and drugs. Real life people. But Kurt Cobain dying really made me want nothing to do with it. And I told y'all Marilyn Manson became my anti idol. Because I felt like I idolized Kurt Cobain too much. So he kind of became my anti-idol. In other words, I won't idolize him. To get under my skin, your army is sick as the secrets within. In other words, I'm always putting Jesus before him. I have to. As the secrets within. I'm putting Jesus before everything. But maybe my own self, and I got to step out of the way there. Because that's what he's preaching to. That's the biggest hurdle, me. That's my biggest struggle, me. But now when it comes to people anymore, I don't idolize people. I felt like Kurt Cobain was an idol. And I'd refuse to do Marilyn Manson. Because he's what I replaced Kurt Cobain with. Alright, me, kids. I just use this music to get through things, situations. And the Bible, we use it too. We use it more than anything. But I use all kinds of things. I use the literature. I use the lessons, life lessons, preaching, sermons, you name it. Get me through my life. But you got to rely on God more than anything. God's got to be it. He's been telling me lately. I mean, let me wake up that song 2 times in a row. Because I have a way of not really... I don't let people hurt me. Because I'm tough. I made myself tough. Between me and my daddy want me to be tough. I'm tough. I'm as tough as they can come. You can't hurt me. Nothing you can say or do can hurt me. But now here's where I get hung up. I get to the point where I want to get even. And he's been talking to me. I mean, he was talking to me 2 days in a row. Not worry about it. He's basically saying, worry about what I'm thinking, son. Don't worry about what they're thinking. I mean, they ain't like that song where it's going on about being broken. You can't break me. Nobody can break me. Especially can't break me right now as I'm on top of the world. I've been running on a high for the past few months. And I don't know. I can't explain what it is. I've accredited it to God. I've accredited it to that joy that Rodney speaks about. And the only change I made is playing that Christian rock in the background. It has to be Christian rock for me to listen to it. I'm sorry, but I can't listen to old fogey music. I'm not an old fogey. Some of that stuff depresses me. A lot of it talks about us dying. I'm telling you, one night I will tell you one thing about Rodney's church. You turn it on. He's trying to give you some power. I mean, his lyrics are powerful. Powerful in Christ. You turn on some of the old fogey stuff, it has you crying, bawling and crying, and missing your loved ones. And I don't like it. I want to be uplifted. I don't want to cry. I don't want to be broken. I want to be uplifted. I mean, if I'm thinking about my God, my Jesus, I'm wanting to be uplifted. I'm not wanting to be broken. Now, here's the thing. If it's aggressive, or if it sounds raw, but now if it's some old fogey song and it's trying to sound like it's trying to break my heart, I don't want nothing to do with it. Now, if it's uplifting like Amazing Grace or something like that, I can listen to it. But I don't want to think about my loved ones being gone. That's not something I want to think of. He'd find me. Somebody's already put an instrumental out of that the other day. I was even singing with it. Oh my God, I hope it's some steps. It was. Crazy Jesus. Crazy Jesus, those steps. Yeah, I've been running on a high the past few months. The only thing I can credit to is guide. Because nothing's really changed. I am getting toner. But I don't think that would make me feel the way I'm feeling. Because I've been working out for years. I started that out in late 13. It's just I've changed to the gym over the past year. The gym and the Christian rock is the two changes that I made. And I'm accredited to the Christian rock. Now, some of them songs, I will agree with some of the pastors. Some of them songs don't have nothing to do with him. And that is true. But not all of them are like that. Like that one, it's telling you don't worry about what people think, so worry about what he says. We know who he is. Even if they don't name him, you know, they say just because you don't name him, we know who he is. He is he. He is the I am. That's how he would always answer. I am that I am. I am the great I am. I am he. I think people just want something to complain about. Is what I really think. I'm going to get me in the nighttime. Oh yeah, I can do that without the box. I remember. Let's just go here. Oh, it's unavailable. We're going to go to the box now. It's made it where I can't do that anymore. So we're going to go home and sleep. I'm going to get into the middle of the night. I gotta get off here in a minute. My eyes are starting to give in. Whatever it is, Lord, keep it coming. I want to be happy. I don't want to be miserable. Bless me with happiness, Lord. And maybe you can bless me in other areas too, financially and health-wise. But I'm thankful for the joy. But let's give me some more blessings. Let's give some more blessing, Lord. Bring it. Give me some ideas. Some good ideas to make some money and get out of this poor rut. Fuck poverty. I want to be blessed. Let's change our clothes again. And I'm not going to say that to guide. I'm saying that to myself. I don't want to be impoverished. All these people act like it's such a sin. He wasn't talking to just rich people. I'm going to tell you, hell's going to be filled with both rich and poor. It's going to be filled with both. There's going to be a bunch of dumb poor people who's going to think they're going to heaven just because they're poor. What he didn't want you being greedy. That's what he didn't want. All of his people were blessed. Hell, Abraham was so greatly blessed that him and Lot were too blessed for each other. Lot got a blessing off him. People are such fools. They act like such fools. 619. 619. Christmas morning. I'll wake her up at 6 p.m. Well, you take your property. I don't want it. You can have it. You can have all of mine and yours. If you want to believe that way, take it. I don't want it. That kind of doctrine what leads to communism. Because they got you hating on everybody that's rich. And not everybody that's rich is evil. A lot of them are, but not everybody is. Look at Trump. He's proven it ain't about his money. Hell, they've tried to destroy him. And he's still going. If it'd been about the money, he'd have quit. People says, it's the power. Or maybe it might be the power. But now, it ain't even that with him. He's not wanting to see his country die. They try to say Jesus was a communist because the reason he preached to those rich people is because they wouldn't get they were too rich to give up anything. It's like the boy when he walked up to him and he told him to give us stuff. Did you know if he'd done what he told him to do, he would have got back 10 times what he had before. But he was too greedy. That's usually what he does. When people gives up their stuff, he usually blesses them. You usually get it back plus more. Well, I'm going to tell y'all something. Back in my early days when I first started getting my checks, and I had a few dollars to spare, I used to give to the homeless. Now, I don't like bragging my good works, but I'm just telling you this for a life lesson. He's always made sure I've never starved. Even when we got down to where we didn't have money, he's taking care of us. I'm doing this for a lesson. God, I'm not trying to brag off my works. Indeed, I didn't used to mention it. But I'm only doing it in a biblical lesson here. He's never let me starve. Never. There was months we'd see that we thought that we weren't going to make it. And it'd be, praise you, Jesus, we made it to the next check. Because of my credit bills these days, I don't hardly have money to give away anymore. I give it when I can. But he's made sure that we've never starved. I mean, I did it a long time, up until I had them credit bills. A few dollars here every month. One of the main ones I used to take care of was this one called Chattanooga Rescue Mission. I don't know if they're still around tonight. They used to be. They're called Chattanooga Rescue Mission. And God has made sure I have never starved. See if they're still around. I don't brag my works, though, Lord. I just done that for a lesson. To let people know that you've never let me starve. I don't know if it's still around or not. Let's see. Yeah, they're still around. I did that for my first check. I don't know. It's the website ain't loading. They may be gone. They had a website. I did it for years. Their site's down, so I don't know if it's still around or not. Have I lost my internet? Their site's down. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, they're still around. They started the year I was born. They've been around for 49 years. I never knew where they was located. I'm sitting in their building now. Oh yeah, I've drove by that place. There I drove by it and didn't even know it. I helped them for many years up until I got the credit debt. And I gave it from my first check on down. And God has always made sure I've never starved. Praise you, Jesus. Praise you, Jesus. He didn't want you to be greedy. He didn't want you to be greedy. Yeah, I passed by that building many a times on Chattanooga. When I seen their entrance, I recognized them. They used to advertise on, or somebody would run their little messages on one of those radio stations I've listened to. That's how I learned about them. I used to listen to a lot of them Christian radio stations back then. I didn't have the internet back then. Not till I got on the internet. You know, I need to start again, even if it's just $1. Every little dollar helps. You'd be surprised. If one person sent $1 and you had 1,000,000 people send that same $1,000,000, you'd have $1,000,000. I think I'm going to start helping them again. Sorry I'm bragging my work, Lord. But I'm doing it for a reason. I want people to know that you'll if you honor you, you'll if we honor you, you'll honor us. That's the whole reason. I think I found something. If we honor him, he'll honor us. But don't brag your works off. It's not good. That's all the reward you'll get. I mean, I've got plenty of reward off of it because he's took care of me. So that's my reward. He does take care of me now. I think she's going to die this time. I think she bit on for more bums than she can chew. Or more slums. These ain't bums. These are slums. These are criminals.
Gonna find you anyways.
Where is this thing at? They're up there. Ah. Let me get him. Come on, Lord. Let me get him. We got him. Let's get this other one. We got him. Boy, I've loved that, what I call the rhyme. She's been getting some more bullets for it. The revolver. My daddy's favorite gun. When I got a hold of it in this game, I knew why it was his favorite gun. The revolver. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause big dog's moving in. Ah! Thank God I didn't fall off. I wanted the boot to die. I need to save. Oh, it's just about some bubs. I'm gonna have to get off. I've been on too long. I'll see y'all later. Have a great Friday. Oh, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. Weekend. Hope y'all have a good one. I'm sure I probably will. I'll probably head out to the wrestling event. I haven't decided yet, but I think I will. I got the invite, so I'll go. I sort of got arguing with some of the people that work for it, but I love those wrestlers, so I'll probably go. I'll probably go. So I love all those wrestlers, y'all. They got some of the best wrestlers. That was why I showed up, even though I said I wasn't going to. Because I love those wrestlers, y'all. He's got some fine wrestlers that work for him. I'll probably go to the wrestling show. People argue all the time anyway. Just because you have arguments with people don't mean you hate them, though. I mean, doesn't mean you hate people just because you have an argument with them. I'll see y'all later. I tried not to publicize most of it. I tried to keep it in text and things, but I did sort of say some public. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great weekend.